I am Monica from IELTS 9. So this full reading test, we will try to finish it within 55 minutes. Okay. So if it goes up to 60 minutes, then you should understand that I am explaining it well also. Okay. So main important point you should notice it here, that wherever you are stuck with one question, if you are not getting any question, please leave that question. At the end you can come back again to this question. Okay, so my first reading is money transfers by mobile, and the second I will show it to you. Second is this park the car permanently. Next one is low cost lamp lights rural India. And this is my answer sheet. I will just write everything here after finishing one paragraph. So definitely if you are thinking that which reading you should do it first, I will start my reading with my first reading passage because it seems to be easier one, money transfer. And even if you look at this park the car permanently, this is also easier. So let's do it. So I am just thinking on the basis of the titles, these seems to be easier one. Let's start it. So this paragraph they have divided into small paragraphs. Definitely I will look to the questions. So you don't need to get PDF and all. I will show you everything. So here first type of question they are asking, the text has 5 paragraphs A to E. Which paragraph contains the following pieces of information? Okay, so these are 5 information. We have to find these 5 information. 5 paragraphs are there, and these are 4 piece of information they have given. We have to find it. So let's read it. First we will read all the options, then we will go to paragraph wise. A possible security problem. A possible security problem, the cost of M-Pesa and international service similar to M-Pesa, the fact that most Kenyans do not have a bank account. Okay, so let's go to the A paragraph. What A paragraph is saying, let's read it within half a minute. No need to read everything, and whatever you think that it is important word, please circle or underline it. M-Pesa, SMS, money, mobile money, expected revolutionized banking in a country where more than 80% of people from financial sector. Okay, apart from transferring cash, a service much in demand among urban Kenyans supporting relatives in rural areas. Okay, customers of Safaricom network will be able to keep up 50,000 shillings virtual account on their account. Okay, so here what they are saying, banking is word is also there in a country where more than, okay, service is expected to revolutionize banking in a country where more than 80% of people are excluded from the formal financial sector. It means they are talking about banking also. And here they are saying the fact that most Kenyans do not have a bank account. Banking system they were talking. Any other thing they are not talking anything like banking system they are talking. Okay, they are saying revolutionize banking in a country where more than 80% people are excluded from the formal financial sector. Yes, of course they are not talking about bank account, but indirectly they are talking about bank account and all. So initially I will put it A. And next one, possible security problem, cost of M-Pesa, international cost means some costing will be there, and international service similar to M-Pesa. International service also I am going to look. Okay, B paragraph, let's go to, which holds a 35% share in Safaricom. M-Pesa was formally launched more than 2 weeks ago. More than 10,000 people have signed up for the services with around confident, strong in later across Africa. We are confidently giving people ATM cards. Okay, ATM cards having to real bank account. Bank account is given. Okay, we are effectively giving people ATM cards without them ever having to open a real bank account. So this does not mean that they do not open bank account and all. So nothing is matching with that we have selected. Michael Joseph, chief executive, who called the money transfer concept next big thing in mobile telephony. So this is not direct thing. Bank account name word was given, but not direct thing it is given. Okay. Now coming to C paragraph. PISA is simple. There is no need to sim or to send money or hand cash. You hand over the cash to a registered agent, typically a retailer, who credits your virtual account. Okay. 100 shillings sent between this and this. So what they are talking, you can send money through this, who cashes, agent, code, showing ID, a commission of up to 170. So here payment kind of thing is given. So let's read the option. The cost of M-PISA. So we can go cost of M-PISA with C number. Okay, so with C number I will just write it here. A is this, C is this, possible security problem and international service similar to PISA. Now D paragraph, this A paragraph, C paragraph we have done. Okay, mobile growth in Kenya as in most of Africa have been remarkable, even then poor. In 1990, Kenya had 15,000 mobile subscribers. Today it has nearly 8 million, population of 35, and two operator networks are inextensive as the access to banks limited. Safaricom says it is not much competing with financial services companies. In time, PISA will allow people to borrow, repay and make purchases. Companies will be able to pay salaries directly into workers' phone. Sometimes has something that has already attracted the interest of larger employees such as tea companies, whose workers often have to pay it in cash. They do not have bank accounts. Okay, here also they are talking about bank accounts. They are concerned about security. Security word was there. So Safaricom insists that even if someone's phone is stolen, it means security word was here. So we will just write here D. Now one is left, international service. Only one paragraph is left. Let's find international service. The project is being watched by closely mobile operators. World is there as a way of targeting multi-billion pound international cash transfer industry, long dominated by companies such as Western Union, MoneyGram. So it means they are talking about. So without thinking, just put E here. Okay, international service similar to M-PISA. So 4 we have got. Now coming to 5 to 8 questions. Complete the following sentences using no more than 3 words. Okay, we can use 1 also, 2 words also and 3 words also. Safaricom is the dash mobile company in Kenya. Okay, is the dash mobile company in Kenya. M-PISA account needs to be credited by. Okay, by means some person kind of thing. Dash companies are particularly interested in using. Okay, this word we know. In the last paragraph we have read these two companies name. Now we will start Safaricom. It was in first and second paragraph also. Safaricom network. So in this paragraph here they have started using this name. Network will be able to keep up to this. No, they are not talking about. They are talking about whatever they can keep in the phone. Developed by Vodafone, which holds a 35% share in Safaricom. M-PISA was formally launched in Kenya 2 weeks ago. More than this, with around shilling strong in Kenya. So Safaricom, they have just Safaricom only at 2 places they have talked, but actual our requirement is different. Safaricom is the dash mobile company in Kenya. Dash mobile company. Okay, so Safaricom network will be able. So let's read it here also. Okay, developed by Vodafone, which holds a 30, means they are talking about Safaricom. From this paragraph they have just talked the same thing. Which holds a 35% share in Safaricom. M-PISA was formally launched in Kenya 2 weeks ago, or service. But where is the mobile phone company will be strong? Mobile company is there. Safaricom, who called the money transfer concept the next big thing in mobile telephony. So no. Safaricom, who called the money transfer concept the next big thing in mobile telephony. No, I am not getting answer. So I will just keep it for the last point. So my next question is, M-PISA account needs to be credited by. Okay, M-Pesa accounts, and companies are particularly interested in using M-Pesa. Okay, now I am looking for M-Pesa account. Okay, so M-Pesa, so let's read it from here. M-Pesa is simple. There is no need for new handset or SIM card. To send money, you hand over the cash to a registered agent, typically a retailer, who credits your virtual account. So account is here. So it means what they are saying. So they are saying, see, I can't just fold the page and show this thing. Next reading I can do it. M-Pesa accounts needs to be credited by a retailing agent. It was given, see this. Okay, M-Pesa accounts needs to be credited by, so account word was there and they were talking about M-Pesa needs to be credited by, see this. Send money, you hand over the cash to a registered agent, typically retailer, who credits your virtual account. Now the next one, we were looking for companies interested in, companies are particularly interested in using M-Pesa. So okay, companies, they were talking here in this paragraph also, they were talking about companies. Let's M-Pesa will allow people, okay, companies, here is this, companies will be able to pay salaries directly, something that has so okay, here also financial services companies as filling void in time. Okay, so here also they are talking, let's read everything. Companies will be able to pay salaries directly. Workers want something that has already larger employees, such as tea companies, whose workers often have to pay it in cash to who do not have. Okay, so company name they have, companies are particularly interested in, so tea companies, company's name is given, tea companies are particularly interested in using. So companies, so everywhere they have given, but something they have added here also, here tea companies. So before blank was before the company. Okay, so next one is this 8th number. Companies like MoneyGram and Western Union have a dash international money transfer market. So this we know where is the location. So here they are talking about Western Money and this MoneyGram. This project is watched closely by mobile operators around the world as a way of targeting the multi-billion pound international cash transfer industry, long dominated by companies. Long dominated word will come because they have started the sentence with Western Union. Companies like have a long dominated international money. Everything was there only in the sentence long dominated was not there. Now this next 9 to 13 number, true false not given. Of course we have to do it fast. Most Kenyans working in urban areas have relatives in, so urban areas and rural areas, this was in first paragraph. Most Kenyans working in urban areas have relatives in rural. So if most Kenyans have relatives, those who are working in urban areas have relatives in urban areas, then true. And if they are not having relatives in less relatives in rural areas, then false. And if they are not talking about their relatives and all, so let's go to first number question. So here they were talking it, apart from transferring cash, a service much in demand among urban Kenyans supporting relatives in rural areas. So what we should give, but most word is not given. See this, 80% of people are excluded from financial sector. This line is different. Apart from transferring cash, a service in demand among urban Kenyans supporting relatives. So here most Kenyans working in, most word is giving, not given. So we will just put it not given, not false. Okay, so far most of the people using M-Pesa have used it to send small amount of money. So before that they were used to it, means in past most of the people using M-Pesa have used to send it small amounts of money. Where we should get this amount? M-Pesa, side by side read two. M-Pesa can only be used by people using one phone network. Can only be used by people one phone networks. Okay, so here this paragraph we have done. Okay, now we are looking for small amount of money and you need, so here SIM card. See this, M-Pesa is simple, there is no need for SIM card. So SIM card location we have got. See this, I have whatever I am getting it. M-Pesa can only be used by people using one phone network. So it is, what we can use it? It is actually false. So here they are saying handset or SIM card. No need for new handset or SIM card. So we can just keep it false. This is false. Okay. Most of the people using small amount of money. Okay. M-Pesa can be used to buy products and services. Products and services. GSM Association is a consumer organization. GSM. So GSM word is here. Wherever I am getting keywords, I am just doing my reading. GSM Association, which represents more than 700 mobile operators worldwide, believes this could quadruple by 2012 if transfer SMS become the norm. Vodafone has entered a partnership. But what they are saying, GSM Association is a consumer organization. No, consumer is not. Operators organization. This is also false. Okay. Can be used to buy products and services. Products and services. No. They are using it for transferring money actually. To send money, your hand over the cash. So where they are talking about mobile network cash is recipient, major banks. Okay. So repay. Okay. M-Pesa will allow people to borrow, repay money and make purchases is given. But services, what about services? Can be used to buy products. Purchases is given but services is not given. So it means it is also false. So this question is left. So in past what they were using, in most of the people using M-Pesa, so far most of the people using M-Pesa have used to send small amounts of money. Which paragraph we should look for? Here they are talking about, okay, we can read it here. Apart from transferring cash, a service much in demand among urban Kenyans supporting relatives in areas, customers of, okay. So let's read it here. Have to open, there is no need for this. Different account, who cashes by entering secret code, commission too expensive for the, okay, for the growth it has nearly 8% to operators networks. So you can also read it like that. When you are not getting answers, companies borrow and repay money, make purchases will be something that has, I'm not getting old thing. Okay. Whose workers often have to paid in cash as they do not have cash accounts. There are concerns about security. Safaricom insists that even someone phone is stolen, danger sending cash to the wrong mobile. No, I am not getting it actually. So used to send small amounts of money. So I will just put it, what we should, so many. Okay, because there is no true, so I will put just true here. See this, false were there and not given, so I will just write here not given. Let's go to next reading. So I have filled my reading passage 1 answers within 30 seconds. Okay, now coming to next second reading passage. Now my second reading passage is park the car permanently. Of course the paragraphs they have divided with alphabets. I will just start look at the questions. They have given questions like 7 paragraphs. We have A to G. Which paragraph does each of the following headings? So these are the headings. Don't wait, team up, join a club, use public transport. Use public transport, club, team up, don't wait. Okay. So we have this this paragraph here. So let's read it from here and then I will go to the A paragraph. So one paragraph was here, that's why I am reading it so that you can also watch it. Okay, car sharing is an increasingly popular option for making sense of same journey regularly. For example, many companies run schemes that help who live near to each other and same place each other. They can share the car share are 2 national organizations, any organization, club and team up, that maintain online database. Who would be team up? Yeah, who would be prepared to team up? Other people may be able to replace. So I will go with G paragraph. with this G. I will just put it here, G paragraph, because here they are talking about team up. Now let's read from A paragraph. Now A paragraph is saying more than 1 million of people are likely to be disappointed by their experience of the government attempts to improve democratic process. Million of people, they have signed an online petition against road pricing, but ministers are determined to make it more expensive to drive. The government is convinced that this is the only way to reduce congestion and environmental damage. So we are looking for don't wait, team up. Team up we have gone, club and use public transport. So here don't wait kind of thing is not there, no public transport is given. Let's read B1. Why wait until you are forced off the road? Wait, why wait until you are forced off the road by costly charges? Okay, something it was don't wait kind of thing was there, but let's read it little bit more. You may enjoy the convenience of your car, but the truth is that for huge number of people, owning a car makes little financial sense. You would be far better off giving it up, relying on the other forms of transport. I am 47. I have never owned a car despite having job that requires me to travel South Asia to visit clients, says an environmental expert who specializing in advising people how to be greener. A car is a huge financial commitment as well as psychological addiction. Not owning a vehicle is far more practical than most people realize. Okay, why wait means don't wait until you are forced off the road by costly charges. So definitely with this word and this sentence I will go with this B1, this B. 14th I will just put it here B. Now we have club and use public, so I will start looking for the club word first and public transport. I will not be reading it each and now no nothing. Club I am looking for club and public transport. Nothing is the description, the fact, vehicle. Only fuel costs are truly viable while petrol prices visual. So I am not reading it full paragraph. For next questions we will read it. Take the amount. Public transport is in the first line. Cost for example in London, the most expensive city in UK, the most expensive annual travel card allowing travel in any zone at any time costs just you could give up your car. So okay, so I will just put this use public transport. 17th number will come with E. Okay, and now I am looking for club word only, club. Now F paragraph, see this F paragraph. Club word is here. Steer car, one of several car clubs with growing number of members, reckons that, yeah, definitely without reading I will just mark this answer. This, what is this, F number. Okay, now 4 questions we have done. Now 18 to 22 questions. Let's look at what are they saying. According to the text, 5 of the following statements are true. Means multiple choice question is there indirectly. We have to select 5 options. Write the corresponding letters in. Okay, now 5, it's so many options they have given, and we have to just find out whether they are true or false. Okay, now we will read one by one, and with the help of those keywords we can reach to this. McCarthy claims people can become addicted to using car. This we know it where it was. So McCarthy, we have just read it here in this paragraph. See this, an environmental expert who is specializing in advising people how to be greener. A car is a huge financial commitment as well as psychological addiction. So he is talking about addiction kind of thing. No, not owning a vehicle is far more better. So addiction kind of thing he is talking. So claims people can become, yeah, because he was saying something about the thing. So I will just go select A also. Okay, now coming to B, means this is true. This writer has explained this. People can become addicted to using cars, addiction kind of things. Psychological word was also there. The cost of using a car by over 10% last year. Okay, 10%. Most British people borrow money to help buy cars. Okay, 10% last year. and cost of using car. Okay, so now many paragraphs we have left. So this till this B paragraph we have read it thoroughly. Let's read the C paragraph here. See, and I'm showing it. Are they talking about cost of car is given? It may seem if cars have never been cheaper. Okay, after all, it is now possible to buy a brand car for less than this. If you are interested, there are plenty of decent vehicles you can buy from showroom between this to this. Of course, if you buy second hand, the prices will be this. The estimate is that cost of running a car rose by more than 10% word is there. Same thing is there. Is that cost of running a car rose by more than 10% last year alone. Okay. Same thing is there, definitely. This is also true. So wow, we are very I am lucky that I am getting answers one by one. Most British people borrow money to help buy cars. Most British people borrow money to help buy cars. Okay, now British people and London word and 20 cities in Britain. I will just most British people help buy cars. Okay, so this C paragraph we have read almost finished. Okay, now coming to D paragraph. Depreciation. Now I am looking for most British people, and what else was there? I am always looking for keyword. London also 20 cities in Britain. Okay. The most large chunk for its resale value each year is one problem accounting for this. The cost of finance packages which most people have to resort to has been rising. No average this there is no insurance maintenance. Then there is insurance maintenance tax, all of which will cost you broadly the same amount. However, okay, only fuel costs are truly viable, while petrol are most indicator of running a car for typical driver. No, nothing is given for makes sense for many people. No. So let's read another paragraph. Here they are talking about expensive city in UK. They are talking about public transport, cards and all. Okay, and still you could give up your car and still have thousands of pounds to spare. Okay, in fact, assuming that you have the most expensive travel card in London, you could hire a cheap car from a company such as Easy Car for about 30 weeks a year and still be better off overall if you own your own vehicle. Okay, it means what? Not that car hire is necessarily the most cost effective option who are prepared to do without a car but may still. Okay, so this company is helping people to give them a car on rent. Okay, most British people borrow money to help buy cars, but most British people to help buy cars, this I am not getting it. Many people need cars to drive in London occasionally. So occasionally word, so occasionally is here. See this, occasionally word is here. Is necessary the most cost effective option for people who are prepared to do without a car but may still need to drive occasionally. Most expensive. So what they are saying, many people need cars to drive in London occasionally. So need kind of thing. So is not, many people need cars to drive in London occasionally. So this occasionally, yeah. So hire is necessarily the most cost effective option for people, not that car is necessarily those who are prepared to do without a car but may still need. So what we should, so both are, so I will just go with this. Many people need cars to drive in London. So this also I can go. But this most British, I am not getting it. Street car operates in over 20 cities in Britain. Street cars must be left at a specific location. Okay, now specific location also. Now this F paragraph, street car is first word. One of the several car clubs, growing number of members reckons that using its vehicle twice a week, and this works very similarly to those main rivals. Okay, 3 companies which now operate in 20 of Britain's town cities and charge their members a refundable deposit, then provide them with an electric smart card, and this enables members to get the vehicles which are left park in set locations. So location is also given. Streetcar operates in over 20. No, over word is not there, that's why it is not there. Means more than 20 cities, exact 20 cities they have given. Streetcars must be left, yeah, this is given, yeah, must be left at specific locations. Yes, we can because it is clearly given, which are parked in set locations. Okay, last one, what is left? Car sharing is becoming more popular. Who live? Okay, next page is car sharing is here. See, this is increasingly popular option, popular of people making the same journeys regularly to and from work. Many companies, okay, who live near to each other and work in the same place. So it means this will also come. Okay, so in questions 18 to 20 we will just write it A in 18A, and then 19B, then 20D, and F also, FG. So these are my answers. Okay, now coming to 23 to 26. According to the information given in the text, choose the correct answer or answers from the choices given. The government has decided. The government was in first paragraph. I will show it to you. Yes, instructions are, I think, different. Choose the correct answer or answers from the choices given. Oh my god, answer or answers, it means we can select one or two answers. Choices given, the government had decided. The government word was in first paragraph. We will just move to first paragraph. See this, more than people are likely to be disappointed by their experience of government attempts to improve democratic process. They may have signed an online petition, road pricing, but minister determined to push ahead that expensive to thrive. Government is convinced that this is the only way to reduce congestion and environmental damage caused by motoring. Okay, what the options are saying, not to follow protesters' suggestion to become more democratic. This is not to go ahead with charging drivers to, yes, this was given, C was given. Not to follow a suggestion, this also we can select. Okay, so cars, so of course this is the answer. I will just go, but here they have given something is confusing type of question. Correct answer or answers, wherever you can select two, we will select it. Cars are often, so of course this is clearly given, I will go with that. Cars are often, cars relatively cheap in Britain, relatively expensive to operate in Britain, sold second hand in Britain. Okay, cheap in Britain, expensive to operate in Britain. So I think this was given, but yes, we can read it. Now talking about roads, costly charges. You enjoy the convenience of your car, but the truth is that for a huge number of people, owning a car makes little financial sense. You would be far better to relying on forms of transport. Okay, no. Okay, it seems car have never been cheaper. So here car never been cheaper, this is given, and operation kind of thing they were talking about. So here they are talking about costing. Cost of running a car rose by more than 10% last year. So cost of running or operating a car is also heavy. So we can, relatively cheap in Britain, no. Expensive to operate in Britain, that I remember, yes, this is good. And cars are often sold second hand in Britain, this was not given. Second hand kind of thing was given, but sold second hand in Britain, so I will just go with B only. And relatively cheap, some cheap kind of thing also they were talking about. See this. So this is really different kind of question. It may seem cars have never been cheaper. It is also now possible to buy a brand new cars for less than this. So it means this is cheaper in Britain they are talking about. Now next question. So next is fuel cost. Fuel cost, I can see this word fuel cost are truly variable. While petrol prices are the most visible indicator of the cost of running a car, for the typical driver they account for less than 1/5 of the real cost each year. Okay, leaving aside all practical and psychological barriers to giving up your car. Okay, make up to 20% of the cost of running a, so 20% they have given, 1/5. So 1/5, what is 1/5? So I don't know 1/5. 1/5 is 20%. Quarter is 25%. It means, I think they are talking about this. Depend on how far you drive. It is also, I don't understand. Are related to amount drivers pay for their cars. Driver, typical driver, they account for less than. No, I think they are talking about this. So it means this will come with that. Okay, now using public transport. So now public transport, it is in last paragraph, second last paragraph. What they are talking about public transport. Okay, using public, for example, London, the most expensive city in UK, the most expensive annual card, travel in any zone. So they are talking about this car. Let's read the options. Will save money for British motorists except in London, and renting a car of the you can save money. Cost, yeah, this is given, so we can go with this, because they are talking about 1700, over 1700. Will save money for British motorists except in London. This is also given, I think. So using public transport in London, most expensive city, the most expensive annual travel card allowing people in any zone, cost just over cost Londoners about, so over and about 1700 pounds a year. So this will not come, yes, because about and over is different. Okay, will save money for British motorist. You could give up your car and pounds to spend on occasional car hire. And renting a car part of time you can save money. Yes, this is also they are talking, see this. And still have thousands of pounds to spare to spend on occasional car hire, and renting a car part of the time can save money. This is also, this is actual, this is given, not this. About and over. About means less than 1700, and this is over 1700. So this is different. Now coming to reading passage 3. Now what is the time? 37 minutes I have already taken. Now less time is left. Low cost lamp lights rural India. Okay, now my first type of question in this reading, for each question only one of the choices is correct. Okay, it means one I have to select. Multiple choice questions, one I have to select. Okay, so the in reading passage 2 it was something different kind of instructions were there. GSB lamps provide. Okay, let's read about GSBF lamp. This is reading low cost lamp GSBF. Okay, so lamps they are talking. Okay, until 3 months ago, if I read the whole one, Ganpat Jadav's 3 children used to study dim smoky lamps. I am trying to get some idea. Fortnight they had to strain their eyes, light from cooking fire. They all changed with the installation of low cost energy efficient Gramin. Okay, GSBF, an Indian government organization focused on bringing Indian villages. GSBF lamp use LED light emitting there are 4 times more efficient than a normal bulb. After this, solar energy lights the lamp free of charge. Okay, lighting like cell phones is another example of technology whose low cost would allow the rural poor to leap. Okay, so GSD lamp, so I have read about it. Now let's read the options. Provide light for 1 lakh Indian villages. This is given. Are very expensive to install. Are powered by sun. So powered by sun is given. This word is also given, but they are saying something different about 1 lakh. See this. 1 lakh, yeah. So organization focused on bringing light to rural India. Some 1 lakh Indian villages do not have electricity. So keyword doesn't mean that blindly you will follow. They are talking about this 1 lakh figure for another thing. So of course what we have selected, see this, are powered by sun. I will show it to you. Sun, yes, sun word I have read it here. Okay, energy efficient lamps powered entirely by the sun. The lights were installed by this. Okay, so means these are lamps only. So we have selected right answer. So this also, now coming to last, more than half of India's population uses kerosene as a cooking fuel, biomass, solar power as a cooking fuel. Cooking fuel is same, and we have to find kerosene, biomass, solar power. India's population, half word is also important. Now this is my second paragraph. As many 1.5 billion people, nearly 80 million in India alone, light their houses using kerosene as primarily. We are looking for kerosene, cooking fuel. Kerosene is there, is dangerous, dirty, despite subsidized, consume nearly 4% of a typical rural. A recent report by this technology, indoor air pollution from such lighting media results in this death every year. LED lamps more believed to be 200 times. Kerosene lamp almost amount 50 times the amount of useful light. I am looking for cooking technology can village by single conventional 100 less energy. Dr. Irwin Halliday, professor of this at the University of Calgary, Canada, this has used LED technology to bring light to 10,000 homes in remote disadvantaged corner of 27 countries. These countries, in this paragraph nothing was given. Some skepticism here. The technology which is not used in India. LED systems are rural lighting but isn't solution for energy problem. But where is, I am looking for rural areas. Biomass is again here. Electrical, Junjunwala, head of electrical engineering department, Indian Institute Technology, Madras, in a scenario in which 60%, more than half of the Indians, it was given, tons of biomass per year for cooking via primitive wood stoves are smoking. So I will write biomass kind of thing. So much time I have, after so much reading we have got this answer. Now coming to next. My next question is, in India the GSB lamp are too expensive for most people in rural areas, in urban areas, in all areas. Now whether they are expensive or not we need to find. No, this is not true, false, not given. Are too expensive. Where it is too expensive, this is we have got this location here, the last question location here. Primitive, which only efficiency in cooking. Whether they are expensive or not. Rural villages, the Indian government ambitious project to bring this in the next decade. However, the remote location of will not make reaching this goal difficult. So the chairman of this says the Indian government. Next page. See, this next page recognizes the potential of LEDs powered by solar technology but express reservations about its high cost. So question was too expensive for most people. They were talking about in rural areas, they were talking about. So too expensive. So I will show you the last page. Here the project, here Indian government launched an ambitious project to bring electricity in rural villages. They are talking about rural villages. That's why B is the answer. Now next one, GSB lamps. So again they are talking about lamps. Wherever we have got the location of previous question, we can get this answer here. Now talking about lamps. Lamps installed in nearly 300 homes by cost nearly half the price of other solar lighting system. Currently imports LED from China. He wants to set up an LED manufacturing unit, solar panel manufacturing in India. If manufactured locally, the cost of could plummet to this. As this, they will not incur heavy import duties. We need close 5 million for this. He says, Mr. Chadda says he has also asked the government to exempt the lamps from such duties, but to no avail. An entrepreneur who made his money in plastic, Chadda has poured his own money into the project free of charge. So much we have read. Now let's read the options. Are not reliable as electricity from national power grid. Require skills to use, only provide 4 hours of light a day. Gene lamp, no, nothing they have, we have not come across. Here I think they are talking something else. Now next paragraph is left, let's read it. No, we are reading about lamps, GSBF lamps. So here nothing is given. Installed subject of NVA. Okay, here some power cut they are talking about. Okay, we are not getting location actually. Only provide 4 hours of light a day, are not reliable as the electricity from national power, require skills to use. Okay, so can we just read? No, we can leave it because it will power cut. Provide 4 hours national power grid. Okay, we can read it, otherwise I will read it, leave it. Even for those connected to grid is also there. The new in villages this lamps are subject of envy. Even for those connected to grid, those connected to the grid have to face power cuts 6 to 7 hours a day. Constant energy shortages common problem due to back of power plant. Okay, technology, electricity. Okay, LED system require far less. Okay, now they have started talking about this. Have enough power to provide just 4 hours of light a day. Now we have got the exact location. It means answer, we'll see. Now 31 to 35. Complete the following. No more than 3 words. Another example of cheap technology helping poor people in the countryside is cheap technology. Kerosene lamps and conventional bulbs give less than BSF lamp. 1,12,000 villages. Okay, so yes, of course, we fill in the blanks. Where we should go. Another example of cheap technology. Okay, another example of, so it means we should go to the first paragraph again. Now I am trying to find the location of these questions. First I will try to find any word wherever I can get. I will start reading from there. So 1,12,000 is given. So 1,12,000 is given in this paragraph. See this. So, and first question, they were cheap technology helping poor people in the countryside is kerosene lamps and conventional bulbs. So I have read it somewhere. Kerosene, conventional word is here, and they have started talking about kerosene from here. Let's read it. Another example of cheap technology helping poor people in the, okay, using primary, the fuel is dangerous. Another example. What another example is this? I think they have taken it. Low cost. Okay, cheap technology helping poor people in the countryside. See this. LED lightings like cell phones is another example of technology whose low cost. So this is the location. So they have taken sentences from different locations, but they have started from a paragraph. So same thing is there. You can see this technology, poor people in the countryside. So we can write this cell phones. Now I have written cell phones. And next one is this location. So another example word I have just come across, that's why I have started reading this. Now second, kerosene lamps. So kerosene, conventional bulbs, I have read it here, and kerosene lamp is here. Kerosene lamps and conventional bulbs give off less than BSF. Okay, almost 50 times. Okay, they are just comparing the things. More are 200 times. So what we should use it? Believed to produce nearly 200 times more useful, of less useful than give off of conventional bulbs. Okay, more LED are believed to produce nearly 200 times more useful light than a. Okay, they are comparing the things. Kerosene lamp and conventional bulbs give off less useful than. Okay, so here more useful light. Useful light, okay, gives us off less. No, I am confused actually. What we should, conventional bulb is also there. 50 times the amount of useful light of a conventional bulb. So location is here. Kerosene lamp is there. So let's less than. Then word is here na. It means yes, this is my location. More useful, I will write it. More, 3 words also we can. More useful, but less, more. No, more will not come because less they have given. So it means useful light, I will write it here. Okay, so then is So see this, the word before the blank, the after the blank is the keyword that we got the answer. More we will not write it because less they have given. So I will write useful lights. See this word. Now coming to next one, this location is this. See this location is this. See this, and this is the question. Question is, it is unlikely that government will achieve its aim of connecting these villages to electricity because many villages are what, ambitious. So many villages are emphasize need for clean, so not just for lighting domestic purposes. The Indian government to bring electricity to this near villages location. However, the remote locations of the village. So we will just write here remote location. Okay. So remote because many villages are remote locations. Okay, will making it reaching this goal difficult. Okay, now next 35, users need to wipe dash from the LED in order to keep it working. So what they, now location is difficult task to find. Okay, now users need to wipe, where we should go. So we all full page we have read, nothing is there, need to wipe what. Now next paragraph, my keyword is LED in order to keep it working well. So this paragraph, next page paragraph, we have already read everything. LED, solar energy, so need to keep it working well. So this paragraph also I have read it. Paraffin, okay. LED lamps are a subject of envy. This also we have read. Hours of light. So only these lines are left. However, that is enough for people to get their work done in early hours, so in more reliable than. Okay, villagers are educated by GSBF official to make the most of the new lamps, and official from his family to clean. Yeah, need to wipe to clean the lamp regularly. Okay. This life will diminish if you let the dust settle on it. So last line, I was just thinking that some lines are left. So users need to wipe dust from LED. Okay, so dust is given. Okay, now last is left. Oh my god, 5 questions are also left now. Ganpat Jadav's monthly ration was insufficient. So if his monthly ration was insufficient, then true. If it was sufficient, then false. So initially they were talking about Jadav. So Jadav's monthly ration. So Jadav's 3 children used to study in the dim smoky glow of kerosene lamp when their monthly fuel quota for 4 liters dried up in just a fortnight. So this is true. Yeah, it was insufficient. Kerosene causes many fires in homes in developing countries. So kerosene causes. Kerosene, in this paragraph there is no kerosene. Kerosene is here. So kerosene, they are talking about kerosene causes many fires. So I have not come across any fire kind of thing. So I have read all the paragraph, all the passage, the whole passage. Kerosene is there. See this, dangerous, dirty, consumes nearly this and this. Air pollution is there, but fire kind of thing is not there. So at the last, your sense will come to use. Okay, LED system could solve the world's energy problem. LED system. Chadda has so far funded G-lamp project. So far funded. So okay, we know where they are talking about Chaddas. Microcredit would help more people to use lamps. Okay, so this location I know. So that's why whenever you are reading paragraph, so try to just remember that they were talking about something. So here, Chadda has poured his own money into the project, providing his initial installation free of charge. But here Chadda has so far means everything, so up to this production and all, so he had just funded everything, project himself. No, initially he invested. It means this is false. Okay, now microcredit would help more people to use LED lamps. So microcredit, so LED lamp. So here microcredit is given or not. So I have not read this word. I have to find out. Micro, I think everything I have done, only this much is left. Microcredit word is there. Okay, this paragraph was also left. Okay, and that can pay. Rural markets in India cannot afford it. He says until the prices are brought down, the rural markets would be able to afford if they had access to microcredit. Microcredit would help to get more people to use lamps. He says that in Johannesburg. Okay, now okay, read it. As he looks to make the project self-sustainable, he recognizes urban markets which have also shown an avid interest in lighting that can pay the rural markets cannot afford it. He says until the prices are brought down, the rural would be able to afford. It says if they had access to micro, so micro credit would help to more people to know if it is if it is free of charges, and if it is less, it is cheap, then they can use it. Then this is also false. Now this is left. Could solve the world's energy problem. I think this cannot solve the world energy problem. Only I have to. No, actually, yes. If yes, they are talking about if they are getting it. So here, microcredit. Until the prices are brought down, the rural markets would be able to afford it. So get more people. So sorry, this is my true answer. Okay, and here also I think I have done so far funded. When they are talking about Chadda has poured his own money into project providing the initial installation free of charge. Has so far funded the himself. So that is also correct actually. And analytic system, this I am not getting it. I will mark it false. Okay, so I will just write it into the copy. Now everything I have written in my copy, but I am doubtful about those multiple choice questions where I have to select one or two options. This I will check my answers. I am having doubt.